Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Hopefully you are fine. So today we'll solve some exercises from suffix and prefixes, and you see the answers are there also, so you can check it easily. So this is very simple. Actually, suffix, prefix, suffix. We know that the with root word we add letters after the root word, and it gets a new letter or new shaped letter. And in case of prefix, we add letters before the root word, and in most of the cases it alternates, or it shows an alternative meaning or opposite of the particular word. So suffix means the letters that takes place after the word root word and makes a new word, and prefix means the letters that takes place before the root word. In some cases we have to complete, or we have to take both suffix and prefixes. So this much. Let's start. So first we need to go through the text. We'll read what is given here, then we'll try to find out the answer. First it says, every man does not have the same apple. It differs from man to man. Educate can develop one's ability, but yet the differ remains. An educated man can do something that is possible for an educated man, but it is because education can enable him to do it. Academic institution is not enough for lighten the mentality of man, but it is necessary for awarding certificates and measure of know. So now we'll see what would be the answers. So every man does not have the same, here should be a noun. So able is a noun from his ability. So every man does not have the same ability. It differs from man to man. And next it comes, dash can develop one's ability. So education can develop one's ability, but yet the differ remains. So as we find the here, so there will be a noun, it's difference, yet the difference remains. An educated man can do something that is possible for an educated man. So once it talks about educated man, again educated man would not be there, should be uneducated man. So an educated man can do something that is impossible for an uneducated man, is because education can dash enable him to do it, Then academic education is not enough, so it would be academic education is not enough for enlightening the mentality of man. So it would be enlightening, but it is necessary for awarding certificates, and measurement of know means knowledge. So we found the answer here: ability, education, difference, impossible, uneducated, enable, academic, enlightening, measurement, knowledge. This much. So we are done with one exercise, first exercise. Let's start the second one. It says, in the gaps in the following text by adding suffix, prefix or both with the root words underlined in the text. So to be sure of doing well in the examination, you have to be attentive to studies. Regular practice can show you better perform, but if you are attentive and regular, you can expect to do so. Remember that regularity will result in satisfactory performance. Our students know this, but still many of them fail to show better perform because they are neglect of their studies. We must believe that willful negligence is a crime, so all the students should study attentive. So now we finished reading the text. Let's start. To become sure of doing well in the examination, you have to be attentive to studies, and regular practice can ensure should be ensure your performance is perform should be performance your better performance. But if you are attentive and regular, so if you are inattentive and irregular, you cannot expect to do so. Remember that regularity will result in satisfactory performance. Irregularity will result in unsatisfactory performance. So F would be unsatisfactory. Our students know this, but still many of them fail to show better. So here will be noun better performance because they are neglectful of their studies. We must believe that willful negligence, so it will be noun there, is a crime. So all the students should study attentively. Here will be adverb. So all the students should study attentively. So 2 exercises are done so far. Let's start the next one. Exercise 3. It says populate is on the rise in our country. Families are breaking, and the break of joint families leads to separate of family members. This is one of the dominant reasons of division and fragment of land. Consequent, the quantity of lands is gradual decreasing. Too many boundaries on land cause problem in cultivate. So all should be conscious and should try to remove literacy. So population is on the rise in our country. Families are breaking. The breakage of joint family leads to the separate of family members. So it will be separation of family members. This is one of the dominant reasons of division and subdivision and fragmentation. So it would be subdivision and fragment, it would be fragmentation. If there will be noun again of land, and consequent here will be adverb and adverb. So it will be consequently the quantity of lands is gradually decreasing. Too many boundaries on land cause problem in cultivation. So I would be cultivation. So we all should be conscious and should try to remove illiteracy. So J would be illiteracy. So we are done with exercise 3. So these are not actually that much difficult. We just need to find out what forms of the words will be there, whether we to put noun or verb or adverb or adjective, and we to trace actually whether we to put suffix or prefix. Okay, let's start. Number 4. It says students learn lessons and keep them in memory. If the lesson is interest, is easy for them. But if it is interesting, they may feel it difficult. They also often memory their lesson, and memory is a bad practice. They should try repeated for understanding. Students should be mindful. They should be lever. They should try frequent if they fail to understand any lesson. So it would be like students learn lessons and keep them in memory. If the lesson is interesting, it is easy for them. If it is interesting, they may feel it difficult. So it would be uninteresting. If it is uninteresting, they may feel it difficult. They also often memorize their lesson, so it will be memorized. They also often memorize their lesson, and the memory is a bad practice. So memorization is a bad practice. They should try repeated for understanding. They should try repeatedly for understanding, and students should be mindful, and they should be laborious. So they should be laborious. They should try frequently if they fail to understand any lesson. So you're done with exercise 4 and with answers. So that's all. So you have done so far 4 exercises. Hopefully you got this. Okay, so let's start 5. Okay. Exercise 5, it says, we have both happy and happiness in this world. When somebody is success in his mission, he is happy. While he is success, he is unhappy. Prolonged unhappiness in one's life is unbearable. Happiness is a relative term. Moreover, it is an visible, abstract thing. It is said that happiness lies in content, and nothing is more transitory than happiness in this world. So first, we have both happy and happiness. So you understand that here will be happiness and unhappiness. So you have both happiness and unhappiness in this world. When somebody is success, so you know that there will be an adjective. When somebody is successful in his mission, he is happy, and while he is successful, he is unhappy. So it would be when he is unsuccessful. So when he is unsuccessful, he is unhappy. Prolonged unhappiness in one's life is unbearable. So prolonged, it will be prolonged, means dirghayito. Prolonged unhappiness in one's life is unbearable. Happiness is a relative term. So it will be like happiness is a relative term. Moreover, it is an visible, abstract thing. So it is an invisible, abstract thing. It is said that happiness lies in contentment, and nothing is more transitory than happiness in this world. So A should be contentment. So it is said that happiness lies in contentment, and nothing is more transitory than happiness in this world. So you're done with exercise 5. Let's start number 6. First one, our nation memorial symbol, the nation's respect for martyrs of the Liberation War. It is an achievement which is measurable. Our freedom fighters showed their unique hero in the war against the well-armed soldiers of Pakistan. And the Pakistan soldiers killed our people merciless. They continued atrocities in associate with the local collaborate. However, they were defeated in the end. So it says actually our nation, it will be a national. Our national memorial symbolizes, here it will be verb, the nation's respect for the martyrs of the Liberation War is an achievement which is immeasurable. Now freedom fighters showed their unique heroism in the war against the well-armed soldiers of Pakistan. The Pakistan soldiers killed our people mercilessly. So it would be adverb. So killed our people mercilessly. They continued atrocities in association with the local collaborators. So it will be collaborators, however, they are defeated in the end. So here number 6 answer comes national symbolizes achievement, immeasurable, heroism, mercilessly, association, collaborators. Thank you so much. Let's start the next one. It says, freedom is a constitutional right of a man. So every man wishes to be free. We wanted freedom. The Pakistani rule wanted to keep us under subjugate by all means. So the war of liberation broke out. Our freedom fighters fought with irresistible strength of mind and came out victorious. Free is our continental right, and our dependence is our most glorious achievement in the history of Bangladesh. So to be free would be freedom. Freedom is the constitutional right of man. So every man wishes to be free. We wanted freedom, but the Pakistani rulers, so to be Pakistani rulers wanted to keep us under subjugation by all means. So the war of liberation broke out. Our freedom fighters fought with irresistible strength of mind and came out victorious. Freedom is our congenital right, and our independence is our most glorious achievement in the history of Bangladesh. So number 7 answers are freedom, rulers, subjugation, irresistible, victorious, freedom, independence, glorious. Okay, let's start number 8. It says truth people are honest. Truthful is a great virtue. What cannot have the virtue honest without speaking the truth? Honest people tell a lie for personal interest. Dishonest spoils other human qualities in life. People who are virtue are honest and truthful. They are also believe in God and they fear only God. They all are loved by all. So first one would be truthful people, and then would be truthfulness is a great virtue, and third one is honesty, and it comes dishonest people, and dishonesty spoils other human qualities, and people who are virtuous, and G comes, they are also believers in God and they fear only God. They are beloved to all. Number 9, food adulteration. It will be adulteration is a great problem in the country, and adulterated food is harmful to health. See, harmful. Some unscrupulous businessmen, so they will be unscrupulous businessmen adulterate food to make money. By eating adulterated food, we will get incurable disease, and steps have been taken by the government to stop malpractice of food adulteration. It is not a punishable offense to make food and fruits poisonous by using any chemical or any substance. So we are done with number 9, and the answer comes adulteration, adulterated, harmful, unscrupulous, incurable, malpractice, punishable, poisonous. And number 10 says, our independence is our glory achievement. It will be glorious. We feel proud of our independence. Today we have our own national flag. When it is hoisted, it flutters glorifying the sacrifice of our freedom fighters. We should not dishonor them. We should not be ungrateful to them. We pay tribute to them occasionally. We make arrangement of a function and begin it ceremonially in memory of them. Is it enough? So answer now 10 comes glorious, hosted, glorifying, dishonor, ungrateful, occasionally, arrangement, and ceremonially. So that's all for today. We have finished 10 exercises from suffix and prefixes. So you can practice this home without seeing the answer, or you can practice from other sources also, and this you will be able to cut a good figure. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. See you in the next class. Bye.